Hi, I'm here at the HTML5 Developers Conference with Ben Odom. And Ben is the HTML5 developer evangelist for Intel's Developer Relations Division.
Yeah, quite a mouthful.
Yeah, well, it's a huge and influential company, and you have about 800 people in your Developer Relations Division?
Yeah, approximately.
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about some of the tools and resources that are available for developers that Intel is working on, that developers watching this may be interested in.
Well, yeah, we just acquired a company called AppMobi, and we've changed the name to the Intel HTML5 development environment. It's a pretty exciting tool chain that gives us a large user base already, so people are actively using the tool. It's an integrated development environment with a cloud-based build service. It allows you to develop HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and debug inside of the IDE. It enables you to push your application to the cloud, where our build services will enable you to create a simple website, create a hybrid app, create a mobile app, and at the same time, you can, inside of the IDE, test your application on the emulators. It's got anything from an iPhone to an Ultrabook, and tablets, multiple manufacturers allow you to actually test the touch capabilities, test the sensor capabilities, figure out your network bandwidth, etc. It will also allow you to create an application, I think I already said, through the web service that will enable you to publish your app to an app store if you choose to go that route. So it's a fully integrated development environment. It has a built-in IDE, and one of the cool things about it is you're not stuck using that IDE. You can actually, or editor rather, you can use your favorite editor. So if you know your favorite editor is like Notepad++, whatever, you can use that too.
Right.
We also have an additional tool we like to call the App Porter tool, and what this enables you to do is target an Xcode project, and it actually goes through and takes your logic and converts that to JavaScript, and takes your layout and converts that to HTML and CSS, and looks at your native iOS calls and converts those to JQ mobile, and looks at your other calls, and hopefully we can get as many as we can into native HTML5. And from that, you can actually take a very readable project into something like Visual Studio and see how close it got you. And the goal is, depending on how sophisticated your app is, you'll get there 60 to 80% of the way, and you will have to do some things. But it gives you a pretty good analysis of what it thinks it can accomplish. And you're not left with like a bunch of metadata, you're left with really clean code in your project files. And it definitely looks like your code, because we just changed the paths, but really most of the things the same. We pass through all the same variables, etc. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you why specifically Intel would care about the new technologies here.
So our goal is to enable developers to up-level their applications so that they can target a wider available audience, have a larger market share, and also consider that new hardware is coming out all the time, some of it even from us. And we want these developers to not have quite the heavy lift as if they were down in the native code. If they were up in the HTML5 code,
yeah,
they could target
that maybe 80 or 85% of what they've done is transferable, and they can go to your lovely new hardware.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So when the hardware comes out, you don't have an empty app store, right? You have a bunch of well-written, refined applications that can take advantage of the new platform features. Maybe there's some new cool feature on there, some new usage case that allows them to evolve.
So it sounds like your interests are aligned in that way with developers who often want to be able to try new platforms without huge barriers in the way.
Absolutely, and be able to rapidly innovate on new features so that they can also differentiate their application from their competition.
Got it. Yeah. And one of the things I'm learning here is just how active Intel is in the web community. And tell us a little bit about you and WebKit.
Yeah, so Intel's one of the leading contributors to WebKit. have a number of open source contributors that work on the project. In addition to that, we work with all three of the major browser vendors to help them optimize their browsers for Intel platforms. And that could be anything from an algorithm improvement to power management to whatever it might be. Definitely we're there to help the top three.
So are you one of the keys to the hardware acceleration that everyone so desires?
Well, so on IA, we have integrated graphics, and definitely the drivers and the issues that might come up. We work with the browser vendors so that their acceleration goes smoothly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's wonderful to have Intel here and contributing, and we look forward to more from you for developers.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it. This has been a great show, and you can look forward to us continuing to participate and hopefully in a growing capacity.
Great. We'd love to work with you on some content.
Okay.